Hi, this is Eric Beyer of Old Vine, Texas, your premier Texas wine tasting room in DFW, featuring 100% Texas wineries from all over the state. We are located at 403 East Broad Street in Mansfield, Texas, inside of the Ancora Event Center. We have weekly tastings, charcuterie, pizza, plenty of wines by the glass, and live music. Our wine club brings you an extended taste of Texas and other great perks. You can visit our website at oldvinetexas.com to sign up for our newsletter, check our open hours, and see special events and classes and more. Or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Old Vine, Texas. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to We Know Texas Vino, where Texas wine, vineyard stories, and unforgettable conversations come together one glass at a time. In this special episode, I welcome a new, exciting addition to the show, our new co-host, Becca. Now,
Hi.
Hi, Becca. As we sit down, we're actually in the beautiful Lonesome Vine Winery, having a glass of wine, relaxing, going to have a conversation, just to introduce her to everybody. From our first impressions of the vineyard to the passion behind Texas winemaking, we will be diving into what makes Lonesome Vine such a unique destination. And then we're going to talk about her destination into her journey of wine and how she got into Texas wines also. So we're going to talk about fresh beginnings, great wine, and celebrating stories that we have. So grab a favorite glass, pull up a chair, and let's have a conversation.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. So welcome, everybody, and welcome back to the show, and welcome, Becca. So,
Hi.
As most of y'all know, that we've been dating now for a little while. We actually met in a winery, and, well, let's let her talk about it. So what was your first exposure to Texas wines?
I don't really know because I didn't really pay attention to it before. I drank wine. I enjoyed wine. But to me, wine was wine. And so I guess my first kind of real exposure to it was through Landon. Whenever I would go and there's one right down the street from my office. And so me and some coworkers would go there and have a drink or two after work and got to know the people there. And eventually became part of the wine club. So I guess that was my first exposure to Texas wine.
Okay, and you didn't know Landon All was Texas wine, did you?
Mm-mm.
How did you actually find out about it, that it was actually Texas wine?
Well, I found out in September whenever I met you.
Well, so what, you just drink wine. Now, drinking wine now versus before we met.
Mm-hmm.
What was your idea about wine?
It was good. It was fun. You have to be in the mood for certain types of wine, in the summer, a little bit colder, a white or some bubbles, or then whenever it was a little bit colder outside, you have some reds. But I thought I knew what I liked and what I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And as I started to find out more about wine, I've started to appreciate wine more and know kind of the process that goes into it. Therefore, I can, be a little bit more, I guess, selective
Yeah,
with what I drink.
Okay. Well, I know that since you've been doing the show on the back end, behind the scenes and stuff, you got to see a whole bunch of new stuff about wine that you didn't know about. So before we get into more of that, what is your favorite wine?
Oh, gosh. I really like Tempranillo. And I used to, my favorite go-to was probably a cab. But I'm also on a big bubbles kick right now. I love me some bubbles. And I also love me some Sangiovese. So those are probably my favorites as of right now.
Okay. I know that when you started down this journey, I know your knowledge about wine was not like great.
Oh, yeah, no.
And,
not at all.
and now, how do you feel about your wine knowledge?
Oh, I know so much more. And I feel weird when people are like, oh, I guess this is a fine wine, or I guess this is really sweet. I said, no. It's fruit forward. It's this. And did you know that dry means there's no additional sugar added? And do you know this? And so sometimes I'm like, okay, reel it in. They don't care that much. And you're just talking to prove that you know stuff. So I've learned so much, even from the process to the tasting notes to how things, even the shape of the wine glass can affect the smell and the taste. So I've learned a lot.
Okay. So now that you know that there's a Texas wine industry, how did you feel about that? Coming into and doing this show now and like learning about the Texas wine industry.
Oh, I love it. I love anything Texas, as you may know. Full Texas supporter. And if we can do something better than California, I'm all for it.
I agree with you on that one, 100%. I believe there's a lot of listeners out there that will agree with you on that too.
Well, I hope so.
So what are some of the most amazing stuff that you have learned so far?
Oh, geez. In what aspect?
Every aspect. Like from, like you made a mention about the glasses to drinking out of to, the way the fruit is forward on the wine, everything.
Yeah. Geez. I think my favorite part that I've just learned is just getting to know all the different winemakers and vineyard owners and the difference between the two and just kind of their methods behind their madness in a way. I think I just love to get to know people and hear their backstory and how they came to do what they do. Because as you always say, no one just wakes up and says, I'm going to go grapes and I'm going to go make wine today.
Unless you're John Rivenberg.
Well, he was kind of born into doing that. So,
I know that our trips that we've taken has been mainly down around the hill country, but we've done some North Texas wines, and I don't think we've actually done an East Texas yet.
No, we've done
East Texas. Okay, so out of everything you've been to, what are your most memorable stuff that you've already done so far, and what made you remember them really well?
Oh gosh, I think the two places that I remember most, well, besides Lonesome Vine.
Yeah, you better call it Lonesome Vine on that one.
I think this is probably one of my favorite wineries to go to here, just because owners are great. I love that a woman makes the wine. She's the brain behind the operation. Great view, great food, great wine. You can't beat the view from Tornillox. You can't.
Yeah, that Tornillox view that's next level.
I was also amazed by the amount of sparkling that they have.
Yeah, you try to steal a container.
Yeah, not a little container, a huge one.
Yes.
And I also love to get to know Newt from Paris.
Reese's.
Jeez Louise. If y'all could hear that eye roll, I hope you did. But he's just so great and so passionate about what he does. For being so new to the industry, you can tell that he's going to go really far.
Oh, yeah.
And love that he sees us at different events and recognizes us and comes and says hi and all of that fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I loved getting to know KK. She's one of the sweetest people, I think, is on the planet. And then I also love the view and the experience at Keeper Soul whenever we went there.
Yes. Yeah. That was always a good experience. Yeah. And people, if y'all have not been out to Keeper Soul, especially at the during the holidays, doing the blessing of the vines, which is something we'll have to experience one day. Yeah, it's, I know we've been to, since we've actually been together, we've been to, I think, 50 different wineries so far.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You've dragged me all around the state and we've only been to 50?
Well, I mean, and you've also been part of your first wine conference also.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that? And seeing all the people from Texas industry come in.
It was overwhelming at first, but I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Get to do a couple of different tastings, get to know all kinds of different things from behind the scenes, like companies that bring people into the United States legally in order for them to work on the vineyards during harvest season, the different bottles, the different classes, the Sid Miller, got to meet him. And then I was voluntold to now be on a committee for a wine festival. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and my favorite thing, Mr. Tim savoring the champagne with a wine glass.
Yeah, so Tim Drake from Michael Ross. I remember we were sitting there at the Texas Hill Country Wine Symposium, and I saw him going outside to get ready to savor, and I had to throw you outside right quick so you can watch him savor a sparkling bottle, and now you're like obsessed with that.
Yeah.
And he, by the way, he savored it with the glass, not with the blade.
No, yeah, he did it with a wine glass.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's now obsessed with savoring things.
Yeah. And I really want to learn how to do it, but I'm scared because you essentially have a grenade in your hand and
Well, just so y'all know that she's been savoring ketchup bottles, mustard bottles. Stop
it. You lie. I wish.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have definitely, I've definitely brought her into the Texas wine world, and it's fascinating watching her grow since we started doing this. And I'm really happy to bring her on to the podcast to be a co-host. And actually, she's already made mention a couple of times that she actually wants to host some shows without me. And I'm like,
yeah, you're going to be mad whenever I'm going to be the star of everything. And then I start getting recognized.
Oh, man. But so I want to fully introduce y'all to Becca. She is an amazing woman. She's a very smart woman. She is a marketing person. So she's had me out on the podcast. And she's actually also helped me start making wine. As most of y'all know, I'm making wine. And for most of y'all who don't know this, I'm actually now venturing into making meads and ciders and beers and ales. And so hopefully she's going to have her input. In fact, actually, she's had the input on what we've been making. In fact, actually, she sent me an email the other day that had the cost of juice on there. And I
actually picked the first ale that we ever made. Yeah. And you were kind of leery about it. It was a vanilla cognac ale. And you're like, I don't know about this. Let's try this other one. I'm like, no. That's for the summer. Brew that in the summer. Right now, let's do a vanilla cognac. And we got so many compliments on it and how it was perfect for this season and how everyone just loved it. So I may have created a monster.
Yeah, well, we both created a monster. I created her, just kind of like Batman and Joker.
Oh, geez. I'm Batman. You're the Joker.
But I mean, she's coming on board and she's bringing her insights also. And we have changed, if you've noticed, the format of the podcast has changed a little bit. She has introduced me to different ways of building my notes for the shows and stuff. And she's having me out with the Facebook page. And pretty soon you're going to be seeing her face literally right next to mine. So if you see where Will is, you'll see a Becca.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I know she's getting excited about that.
I've already been on a couple live streams too.
Oh yeah, you have.
Oh yeah.
But you didn't want to do that. I had to force you on that one.
Yeah, you did.
So,
you did.
But we're going to start doing more of these shows with her, and some of them may be without me and her doing the actual hosting, and me doing the hosting, or both of us doing the hosting. We plan on visiting a lot more wineries. with
yes.
and just bringing more news to the Texas wine.
50 down, 600 to go.
Yeah, something like that. So, and she did mention a couple of things that's going on right now. So we're going to talk about this right now. So we have some tickets for the North Texas Wine Walk or Wine Trail. Sorry, that runs from May 1st to May 31st.
Mm-hmm.
You get 40 different wineries, and the tickets were like $45.
Somewhere around there.
Let me look online to see how much they are. And then we have the North Texas Wine Trail. Or sorry, Drink North Texas.
Drink North Texas.
And that is May 31st.
31st. Mm-hmm.
That's on a Saturday.
At the Flight Museum.
At the Flight Museum.
Fort Worth.
Yep. And then
we will be streaming there.
And we'll be streaming definitely live from there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also be giving some tickets away for the event following that.
Okay.
This is where Becca falls into.
Yes. We have the North Texas Wine Jam on June 6th. From 3 to 9, we're going to have some live music. We're going to have food there. We're going to have a VIP experience where you get to have special parking, special like tastings, additional tastings. And we're going to have shopping, food, wine, live music. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, what more can you ask for?
I know. Lots of wine within the within the next month. So between the trail, Drink North Texas, and the Wine Jam, we should be pretty busy. So
yeah, it's going to be awesome. How much are the tickets?
Oh, geez. There are general admission and VIP tickets. Both are available at northtexaswinejam.com. There is some special pricing the sooner that you buy the tickets versus the day of. So look for it all on there.
Awesome. So for the North Texas Wine Trail, May 1st to May 31st, the cost of that is $49 for that one.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
That's a good deal. And then you get actually...
And you get multiple tastings at each of the wineries,
yep.
Correct?
And you get, I think it's like 40 or 50 different wineries that you get to go to.
Oh, cool.
And then the Drink North Texas event, that tickets are, that goes May 30th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is absolutely phenomenal. This is the second year doing it. It will be food, it'll be wine, there'll be bites, there'll be us. So come by and see us. So today is on May 30th is when the early bird pricing is.
April 30th.
April the 30th. And that's $28 for early bird. For regular pricing is $38. And then you got early bird VIP, which also ends on April 30th, sorry. Yeah, $58. And then VIP regular pricing is $68. And that runs from May 1st to May 30th, the day of. So come out and see us at either one of these events. And of course, you can always reach out to us on Facebook at We Know Texas Vino and say hi to Becca if you want to. She may not respond.
Yes, I will. Jeez Louise.
Oh my gosh. So, but it's just amazing now to get to have a co-host now to go with me. She's really enjoying Texas wines, and
not that Glenda and Hutch were bad. They will still be around, so don't fret.
Yeah, Glenda and Hutch will still be here. They're still going to do the show with us, and then we're going to just continue spreading the Texas wine news to every parts of the world that we can.
Yeah, and the love of Texas wine.
Oh yeah, the love of Texas wine also. So. Let's do a little tiny education. What is the favorite thing that you've learned so far in this whole that you learned about Texas wine? What's the one thing you've learned that you would love to learn a little bit more about?
Oh, geez, that's a hard one. I think just a little bit more behind the scenes, like. Who knew about all these different wind turbines to help rotate the hot air whenever it gets cold and almost freezing the 3 times a year that it does here in Texas, to keeping the vines like healthy and what happens just leading up to harvest, because everyone knows you grow a grape, but what all is kind of the maintenance behind that.
Right.
And also, I would love to learn the method champagne wall for bubbles.
Yeah, that one you probably need to talk to Lisa Christopher on that one.
I know. I would love to.
Yeah, that one up there, I can't help you with that one. I don't know anybody up here to do method champagne wall like Lisa is.
But she does the best. The Chardonnay.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that for just a second.
Oh, my gosh. I'm not a Chardonnay person. I'm very picky about my Chardonnay. However, whatever she did, the whole magic potion that she put into it, like, you could tell that she just loves what she does and she wants to try new things, and whatever she tries is 9 times out of 10 going to be phenomenal. And she's very proud of her work. And this one, like, you don't get a buttery taste in the Chardonnay sparkling. You also don't get a very oaky taste, but you get flavor. And it's not like you're popping sparkling bubbles normally. It's more kind of the bubbles that you see whenever the tide rolls in and you see the tide go out and you see all the bubbles that are left on the coast. That's kind of how it feels in your mouth whenever you're drinking that one. And then between that and, oh gosh, she has so many. And then I found out that she even does non-sparkling wine, and those are phenomenal too. So I'm just now dipping my toe into this huge ocean. It's hard for me to just narrow down, like, what's my favorite thing that I've learned or what do I want to dive deeper into. It's all of it. Like, yeah, I get tidbits here and there, but I'm starting to put the bigger picture together, and that's exciting to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you're right. It's hard to nail down your favorite places because every place is memorable. You remember something every time you go to a new winery, and that's what everybody wants to bring is an experience. And I think to be a great winery, you have to have an experience. And I mean, we could sit down and I could name out every winery I've been to and the experience that I've had at every one of them.
Yeah.
And in fact, actually, one of my favorite experiences, and I know Christy's going to laugh when I say this one because I'm looking right at her when I say this, but even when I did the episode with Christy and Andrew the first time around, Christy said, I'm not going to talk. And she actually dominated the whole show. So it's like a little experience of like, or even Andrew even said word food. We'll have to definitely dive into that here a little bit.
Or what about Sin and Chris at Edge of the Lake? Phenomenal people.
Oh, yes.
And
Chris has definitely come a long way since I first drank his wines.
Yeah, and phenomenal wine. Like, that, their company in and of itself is just a hilarious time and so much fun. And then to add their delicious wine on top of that and see how far they come, to your point, but to see kind of where his head's going and hear him talk about some of his upcoming ones is so great.
Yeah, we can definitely, make a whole episode on just the wineries we've been to and the experiences we've had. I know just for myself, from doing it for about 4 years, I can remember pretty well every experience that I've had at every winery.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do a very short episode. I just want to introduce everybody to Becca, the new host of We Know Texas Vino.
Did I hear a / host in there?
No, you did not.
Oh, but I did.
We'll definitely be seeing and hearing more about her and from her and stuff. We will definitely probably eventually start talking about our little wine journey that we're going to be taking together, making wine. We got a whole bunch of big news coming up, and that's why there's been like a little 2-week lag in episodes because there's some big news coming up for us.
Yeah.
And we don't want to spoil it right yet until everything's all finalized.
What was that news?
Yeah, it was good news. And so as soon as those come about, we will definitely share it with everybody. And I'm hoping that we can do like mini episodes with Becca and her little wine journey, because I would love to document her little wine journey a little bit more. So, but with all that being said, we're going to always leave the show with some wine quotes.
Oh.
So these fit Becca really, really well. And she doesn't even know them yet.
Oh, no.
So usually I run my quotes by her first for approvals, but these I have not told her yet. So this is her. More grit, less grape snob.
Yes.
And then I like my wine like I like my state. Big and unapologetic.
Yes. Yes. Never apologize for good wine.
Yes, never apologize for good wine. So, well, thank you for coming on and doing a little episode about
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And people, if you see her on the streets and you've listened to this episode, give her a high five or a glass of wine. She'll probably actually take the wine over the high five.
I'll take those.
So, well, this is Will.
And hey, I'm Becca.
And this is We Know Texas Vino. Cheers.
Cheers.